No, it's my first time here. They got promoted last year through NCL, so first time here. They've done well getting up here. They're a good team, so it'll be a good match. Hello and welcome to the Bannister Prentice Stadium for this Northern Premier League East match between Garforth Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel, Adam Allcroft, and we've got a good game for you. Finally, at long last, we have football, and we come to a non-league team that became famous many years ago for having Socrates in its lineup, and Lee Sharp was also there. But Garforth are a team more well-known, well, better than just one 20-minute spell from a Brazilian legend. They're a team that got promoted from the Northern Cats last year and came and have been very impressive, challenging for the playoffs this year for their first year in this league. Stocksbridge did beat them 3-0 at Brackham Moor in the first half of the season, though Garforth have improved since then, and it will be a good game here as both teams look to get back to action after so many postponed games over the last few weeks. And I get back to doing commentating because I'm a bit rough and all. It turns out I should have had some practice. So we will go through the teams for you now. So we'll start with Garforth. It's Harry Flatters in goal, then it's Reinhard Ijupi, Max Tweddle, Harry Vigars, Jordan Emery, Jamie Barkway, Matt Savage, Dan Coupland, Sam Cable, Sam Barker and Matt Anglin. The benches: Dexter Ball, Jay Davis, Max Bauer, Steve Jeff and Charlie Marshall. For Stocksbridge Park Steels, there's just two changes in the lineup today. Ben Townsend's in goal, then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, James Morrison, two men that come in today, Oliver Grosjack and Tommy Marshall. That's the one change, is Oliver Grosjack coming in. He replaces Jack Dolman, who's on the bench as number 12. Then it's Elliot Murray, Ashley Butterworth, Silas Valedictorian Collins and Daniel Hernandez. We will start with a minute's silence after the sad passing of a Garforth volunteer.
On public transport from his hometown of Putty. Dennis loved the club and continued attending most home games up until his passing. He was in attendance at our last home fixture on Boxing Day against Brighouse Town, taking up his customary front row seat in the stand with his daughter Janet. Our deepest condolences go out to Dorothy, Janet and Dennis's family. On the referee's whistle, a 1 minute's applause will be conducted to celebrate the life of a Garforth Town legend. Rest in peace, Dennis.
So that was a minute silence for the passing of Dennis Anderson, one of those volunteers at Garforth who just did every little single job, the little things that you don't think about in terms of running a football club, but need doing nonetheless, and he kept doing it right into his 80s. Just one of those people that make non-league worth doing, and obviously we everyone here at Stocksbridge send our best wishes to Garforth in this time. So we prepare for the game now. Garforth look like they will have the kick-off in this one. So we will. So a big game. Both teams might be a bit rough to begin with. They both have had friendlies to try and get some of that match sharpness back, but there is nothing like an actual game as the sun starts to drop low here at the Bannister Apprentice Stadium here in the east of Leeds. And we have a West Yorkshire versus South Yorkshire clash. But it's more than just a warm-up for that other one happening tomorrow. That's a few moments before the game gets underway. Everyone in the dugouts ready. Final few checks, and here we go. So Garforth Town get us underway in the blue kit with yellow trim going from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret tops, kicking from left to right. Just quickly switching the ball over to the right hand side to our Garforth as they look to get on the first attack, and it's a good push forward here from the full-back Juppie. Cross though is kicked up by O'Connor, who clears away, but only back into the path of Garforth man. They put it back into defence. It's a three-man defence for Garforth today of Harry Viggers, Jordan Emery and Jamie Barkway. 3-5-2, which is becoming more common in this league as time goes on. Tell that to a non-league fan 10 years ago that 3-5-2 would be becoming a fairly common formation. Switch ball there from Viggers wasn't particularly great, headed away by Tinker. Tinker gets the ball back from Grejlat. Tinker just takes to the side, knocks it long, looking for Morris, who flicks it on but goes in the wrong direction. He wanted Grejlat, but it went into central defence, and it will now go back to Flatters, who sends it forward. Lemon sent in a bit of blood, and he's got Summit onto that. Goes to Curtis Turner, allows it to go to Lemon, who sends it down the right, and now Tommy Marshall will go onto it, but to it first is Max Tweddle. Could see a matchup between Tommy Marshall and his brother Charlie Marshall in the second half. Charlie Marshall on the bench for Garforth today. Lemon with the throw in early on into this game. Back to Lemon, gets it back, puts it low into Morris, who on the corner of the box returns it to Lemon. Not really got many targets in the box, but he's doing aim for Grejlat. Grejlat gets the touch, but it's cleared away and will fall for Juppie, who clears it away, but it's back with Stocksbridge. O'Connor knocks it forward, goes to Turner, and then lets it go back to the left here to Deacon, who's going to chip it into the box, looking for Grejlat. Should be covered by Emery, and Emery will allow that to go out for a goal kick. Holds off the ball really well, and it will go out for a goal kick. 2 minutes gone in this game, and it is 0-0 here. We'll, of course, keep you up to date with scorelines involving local teams, other Northern Premier League games games and anything else of interest we might notice. Back with Flatters now. We'll send it long. And Owen heads it away into midfield, and it slips over to the left here to Tweddle, who will carry it forward. He's carrying up forward really well, going to a dangerous position, but then he's going to get crowded out here by Tommy Marshall. But then Tweddle's got past him and then puts the cross in, blocked by Marshall, who kept on going, defending, and it's going to be a throw-in not too far from the flag for the home teamers. It's been a bit back and forth in these early moments of the game. Tweddle's looking for a target from his throw-in. Finds one, gets it back to Tweddle. Got a few men round him, and the offside flag will go up as Tweddle passed it to Savage, who was close to the corner flag, and Stocksbridge will finish that attack for now. So 0-0 here after 3 minutes, and Townsend will get his first bit of action, is to kick this free kick from the offside. Going to send it long here, but it's going to be headed away by Jamie Barkway. Turner gets the next header, and then that's a late one into the back of Turner, and that could be a risky one here. Turner's clutching his head. Sam Cable coming in from it, and very late into the back of Turner, and it's the fact he's clutching his head which might cause some danger for the Sam Cable, who's recently returned from injury and playing again today, and don't think the referee got a clear look at it. Turner will get back to his feet and there won't be any further action, but that's one of those which may well be, thank God, non-league has VAR for Garforth, because depending on the placement to his arm going in there, and if it was in the head like Turner was clutching his head, that could have been a very, very early blow for the home team. Townsend will have it now, and he sends it forward. Going to be headed towards the edge of the area, but Garforth clear, gets for 2 Cable, who turns away well from Lemon, but then well in from Turner. Deakin has it, will switch it looking for the runner, Grejlak. Grejlak is looking to get the beat in the pace. Sliding tackle goes in, appeals for a penalty. I don't think it would be one. I think it was a really good tackle from the Garforth defender, and it will be a corner kick. It was the number 6, James Barkway. Great signing challenging on Grejlak, I have to say. We will be biased towards Stocksbridge for this commentary, but that one was fantastic, and he got it out for a corner. In fact, Jamie Barkway was confident enough that he was going to try and appeal for the goal kick instead. But it will be an early corner for the Steels. 5 minutes gone in this game. A big early opportunity for Stocksbridge from this corner. Hooked in, look at that far post. Owen looks at the header. Can only get underneath. It's still in there. Eagledon head it into the 6-yard area again. Still in there, and then eventually it's Sam Barker who hooks it away. Deakin will head it back into the middle and not back to Lemon. On furthest man back for Stocksbridge. Switches it, looking for Tommy Marshall. It's a great ball from John Lemon. Marshall gets it under control. Goes on the outside. Tries to put it in the 6-yard area. Cleared on the near side and goes back to Turner, who gets it on his right, switches out back to Marshall, just about keeps it with the outside of his foot. O'Connor looking to find Marshall again, just sold Marshall a bit too far down the line, and it's cleared away, and the clearance clips a woman on the head in the crowd, and I think she's all right. Yep, thumbs up, she's all right. We will go back to the throw-in. Here the fans are close to the action, and she wants to get involved. Jordan Lemon with the throw. Thrown down for O'Connor, takes it on his knee, bounces up on him, he gets on the outside, looks for the crossing, but being blocked off by Coupland, and he gets it knocked off Coupland for the corner. There's a goal in the Northern Premier League East. Bridlington Town under Mike Thompson's management now. Third manager of the season, Bridlington. They're 1-0 up on Sheffield FC. Michael Coulson has scored from the spot. Be a Danny Deakin taking the second corner of the game. So look at that far inside. Good punch from the goalkeeper, then overhead kick clearance from Sam Barker. O'Connor will allow that to go out for a throw in. Jack Tinkle will go over to take. Stocksbridge putting some good pressure on the Garforth defence at the moment. Jack Tinker will. We are going to have a change, and Tommy Marshall is going to have a change of boots. Obviously, The ones he's got on are not suitable. So we'll have this breaking play for that. This is one of the dafter moments, I've got to say, that Tommy Marshall has obviously put the wrong boots on, but it means the referee has decided, I think getting frustrated, and he decided that he's going to make the game go on. So Stocksbridge will be temporarily down to 10 men while Tommy Marshall changes his boots. And he goes back to Jack Tinker, who's going to put the cross in, and it goes over to Max Tweddle, where Tommy Marshall would be had he got his boots on. Tweddle will carry it out, sends it long, looking for Eagledon, who heads it away. Jordan Lemon will look to keep it in, hooks it on, and it's Morris will go down the right-hand side, chase it down, but cleared away by Viggers. Goes back to Turner, knocks it down, will look it down the right, looking for Grejlak. Head away, but headed back. Morris looking to hover and get it, but Viggers cleans up and heads it back to Flatters. Tommy Marshall is tying his shoelaces. That's the latest update on the winger. Thrown out to Tweddle. Garforth have noticed the space on that right-hand side and looking to take advantage of it. Went down, but Eagledon takes it on his chest and takes it out. Right-footed long, look for Morris. Morris looks offside, and even though there was a header backward, I think he would have been ruled it had he got onto it. Barclay takes it out, goes onto the right side for Ijupi. Cuts it on the inside, into the middle, goes a bit sideways. Now Coupland takes over, back to the right-hand side, and then back to Ijupi. Will carry it forward. Ijupi gives it the 1-2 on the right-hand side. Garforth attacking now. Cross going in, good-looking cross. Eagledon heads it away. It's not got into the area yet. Goes all the way to Savage. Savage controls, takes a shot into the solar panel plant next door. Actually, it's been caught in the tree. That is nature protecting renewable energy right there. That shows that we're doing the right thing with solar panels, doesn't it? The trees are protecting it, because that one would have knocked someone's ass out, I think. Someone wouldn't have been able to go on their Xbox tonight if that had made its full way to our next door. Townsend will have the goal kick. Ball goes long and Morris heads on, but it's just going to go back now to Savage, who just can only knock it out of play for a throw-in. Stocksbridge have looked good in attack so far, and back to 11 men. Tommy Marshall has got his new pair of boots on and his shoelaces all tightened, and he can play again. Tinker launched it downfield. We're allowed to go out here. Marshall has it on the left wing. Facing up with his man, gets on his right, putting the cross in, but we'll get to Viggers before it gets to O'Connor. Only back to Turner, spreads it out to O'Connor, but not a great pass, and will be intercepted by Tweddle, who sends it long, looking for Cable. Eagledon reads it well, though, takes it to feet, and will knock it long, looking for Marshall. It's a good pass. Marshall, though not the greatest touch, fights to keep it in, gets it back to O'Connor, and he gets it caught under his feet, and Garforth win the ball back. It's Coupland on the ball. We'll switch it out, looking for Ijupi, who allows it just to go over his head, and then takes on the right, try to get past Tinker. Tinker read it well. Big tackle went in, throw into Garforth. 11 minutes gone in this one, it's still 0-0. As Garforth sliced that one and can't keep it in, will be a Stocksbridge throw in. There's a goal in a local game. Andre Green has put Rotherham United ahead against Charlton Athletic. So we'll be out for a front for Jack Tinker. We're waiting for a new football. So we've got new boots already and now a new football, and Tinker throws it down but intercepted by Garforth, who head it out into the midfield, and now be allowed to go to Tweddle. Garforth looks to build on using the wing backs, but Tweddle's going to be forced back to Flatters. Marshall will challenge, and Flatters gets it over Marshall, but only out of play. Stung the hands of a Garforth fan who tried to keep it in. It's a good press from Tommy Marshall. Lemon launched it downfield, but Tweddle intercepts, but only can head it out for another throw-in. Lemon with another throwing chance. And just wants some options. He hasn't got any, but now Marshall and O'Connor break, but Lemon not happy with either of them. Throws it out to O'Connor, looks for Marshall, but intercepts if he can make it. Goes out for another throw-in. Lemon is issuing his orders of what he wants, but he's not going to get it in that moment. none of the free. Here comes O'Connor, breaks out and gives it back to Lemon, who back to O'Connor, and Lemon gets it again. Lemon puts the cross in low, near post, and collected by Flatters. It's the best football of the day so far, and a great ball from Lemon, knowing at the near post though, gambling on it. Garforth get it out quickly into midfield, then back it goes to Savage, who knocks it forward to the right, then in the middle looking for Cable, but well read by O'Connor, who intercepts, and now it's with Lemon again on the right hand side, who knocks it for Marshall, but well read by the Garforth defender, by Viggers, and he gets it back and clears it upfield. Owen will watch it in the air and head it forward, looking for Deakin, but won by Savage, out to Cooper, now Tweddle, into the middle now with Barker. We'll switch it over looking for a Dupuy, who collects it well in his right foot. Tinker gets a good tackle, and then as Tinker tried to get onto it, he was hauled down. It will be a free kick, and it looks like we might see a booking here for Rainori Dupuy. Referee wants to talk to him at the very least. He's summoned over. So he's going to have a chat with Rainori Dupuy. It will not be a booking just yet, but I think that was his warning for you do that again, it will be. Minutes gone in this game. Stocksbridge with a free kick, not too far from the halfway line on the left-hand side. Former Steel Scott Hogan has scored for MK Dons against Walsall. As Turner puts the ball in, headed away though by Barkway, and then knocked away will be Cable looking to get past Lemon. Gets it back into midfield after Lemon fought off well, and then well in from Iggulden, and now it's with Marsh. Grejlak, who knocks it over, looks for Morris. Morris is delayed because he knew he was offside, James Morris. And that's something he's going to have to watch because he's been caught offside. Well, he was going to be offside for another attack earlier on. In the end, didn't get onto it, so the flag wasn't up, but he's going to have to watch that line a bit more carefully than he is doing. As Garforth look to use the wings here again. Break out of a two-man challenge, but then blocked, and now with Turner, who has midfield, and he will be tackled. Well-timed sliding challenge. Forward to Ancliffe, who takes it down the right wing. Stocksbridge caught a bit there, and then a clumsy one from Elliot Owen, and that's going to be a free kick for Garforth, and I think Elliot Owen might get a talking to from the referee. Nope, he's not going to. Probably should have done if he was going to do it for Rainori Dupuy earlier. But it will be a chance for Garforth to put the ball into the box. Very clumsy one from Elliot Owen, unusually clumsy from him. Rotherham United a 2-0 up on Charlton. McDonald the latest scorer. Left-footed ball into the box. Here it comes, left footer. Take the ball towards the 6-yard area. Good diving header from Owen, who heads it away. Only gone back to Savage though, who gets it back to the right. Chested down well. Looks to get it on his left. Puts it looking for the far post. He's unmarked Barkway, and that's a defender's finish to say the least. Jamie Barkway peeled off brilliantly on the far hand side of the 6-yard area. Had acres of space. Looked to get the volley on his right, but that is why he's a centre-back and not a striker, because he sends it across goal and it's wide by quite a margin. It's the biggest chance of the game so far for Garforth, and it's a big miss from Jamie Barkway. And it's one he's not going to want to look back on, because it just needed the easiest of finishes, but that's what happens when you're a defender and not a striker, I suppose. A let-off for the Steels. On forward from Townsend. Header forward from Coupland, but big header away by Owen. Here's around Grejlak, goes to Morris, looking for the run of Marshall. Marshall's looking to get on, but it's been well covered by Viggers, who carries it away now, and he's looking to turn this into an attack. Has to give it back to Tweddle and into the middle to Coupland, who looks to switch. Took a deflection, that means Grejlak can get onto it. Puts it in the middle to Turner. Turner has to stretch to get it, but gets it anyway. Now to Tinker. Managed to get past a slip to Dupuy. Now to Deakin, back to Tinker. Gets it forward, looking for Grejlak, but a bit loose pass, and Coupland has it now for Garforth, and Garforth have a bit of space in the midfield to work with. They look to find Tweddle on this left-hand side. He's coming forward. Tommy Marshall is covering. Gets it forward now, and Lemon is covering as Tweddle continues to offer himself as an attacking option. Coupland will have it back in the midfield. Back to Vigor, and Morris will press as it now goes to Emery. Now all the way back to Harry Flatters. Stocksbridge's shape's doing really well here, and Platters clears it out, looking for the right-hand side, but well headed away by Tinker, but still with Garforth, but then well in from Turner, and Turner is pulled as he was trying to tackle, and that is going to be a free kick to Stocksbridge. 18 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Still just the one goal in the league at the moment. Bridlington Town's 1-0 lead against Sheffield, though. We have had 3 matches postponed, all in the North East. North Newton Aycliffe versus Liversidge, Dunstan versus Cleethorpes, and Heaton Stanton versus Bradford Park Avenue. Stocksbridge had a bit of a clumsy one because it lost the ball quickly, and then Garforth pumped one forward, but Townsend's come out to his goal to claim it. Cleethorpes Town management team is here today, we noticed. Craig Rounds, head of our game against Cleethorpes on Tuesday night. Long ball forward, looking for Morris, but head up in the air by the number 4 Viggers, and then fine chance for O'Connor. He got the ball, O'Connor, I thought, but he's going to be penalised for it as a free kick. Sam Barker, the man going down. O'Connor, the most booked man for Stocksbridge this year, and that's one of the reasons why, is that he's not afraid of a child killer like that. Back with Viggers. Going to knock it long, but Iggulden heads it away, and the middle to Savage, then to Tweddle, and there's a Coupland who has to just give back now to Barkway. Garforth certainly have grown into size. It's gone on, and the ball not long, but Owen's read it. Owen then goes down under pressure, but it's not a foul. It's going to be a corner kick. It hasn't been Ellie Owen's best game yet so far. And now it's a corner for Garforth. Trying to defend from this corner kick now, left-footed in-swinger into the 6-yard area, headed away by Iggulden, and goes to the edge of the area, and Deakin will take it, moves on to the right-hand side, knocks it forward, looking for Marshall. Marshall tried to ghost it past him, but didn't work, and now it's Savage, the furthest man back for Garforth, and he knocks it long, but it's a quite aimless ball, and it will go back to Townsend. Crucial header from Iggulden, that, in the heart of defence, and O'Connor then poor pass there, and from Tinker, and it will be back with Garforth, and nice little pass in there from Tweddle. He's got the ball back, running to a bit of full time, but he's got himself out of it. Forward it goes now to Barker, who gives it back to Tweddle, and back into defence to Coupland. Not forward, some really nice passing from Garforth at the moment, and then eventually Marshall got a block on it, and it goes out for a throw-in, which Coupland thought about taking quickly. So it will be allowed to go back for Tweddle to take. Shane throw. O'Connor intercepts it. Marshall covers it well, but then he's going to be tackled back to Tweddle. Stocksbridge not holding onto the ball for any longer than 10 seconds, really. And it's now switched over to Barker on the right-hand side. Forward it goes, and then a crunching tackle there from Tinker onto Ajupi. Ajupi was pulling around Tinker, nothing given. Ajupi quickly takes a throw in. Well won by Owen, who keeps it in and then has to clear out for a throw and stops it being a corner. Stocksbridge just being put under some pressure at the moment. Going back to Tweddle. Tweddle's going to take the shot, and it's another one that's gone into the trees and the solar power plant. You wonder how many footballs get found within that plant next door. So if you look to the left, it is all you can see basically. To the left is all these solar panels. It's an impressive sight, really. They're back now with Townsend, who will not this long. He's looking for Morris, but it's head away before it can get to him, and be tossing in the midfield, but O'Connor heads it forward, but only back to Garforth, and Owen doesn't get a clean foot on that. It's going to allow Antcliffe to win it, and then Tinker gets in tackle, stays in play, that Owen on it, and looks forward, blocked, and Owen's going to have to just watch that and make sure it goes out of play, because Antcliffe was trying to turn that into a dangerous opportunity. It does go out for a goal kick in the end. So it is still 0-0 here. 22 minutes gone. And Garforth being the better side over the last 10 minutes. Stocksbridge had the first 10, Garforth the next 10. Now remains to be seen what this 10 is going to be like. Townsend sending it long, looking for Morris. Headed away from him. Tinker goes up for the header, going to the field, kind of flicks it on, looking for Grezlak, but going to head away. But Stocksbridge are going to win a free kick for a foul on Tinker a bit further back. Advantage was tried, advantage did not happen. Sheffield United are 1-0 up on Norwich City. Harrison Burrows the scorer. So Townsend's going to come up to take this free kick. It's just inside the Garforth half. And Garforth have kicked it back, so it's now exactly on the halfway line. These have caused problems sometimes, these Townsend free kicks, so it's been a good tactic at times as the ball goes in. Not a good one that time. Keeper's just come and collected that, and he's going to launch it out quickly, and a counter-attack is on for Garforth as Rhino Ajupi takes it forward. Going to be watched all the way though forward to Ancliffe now, and he looks to get past Turner. Turner's watching him, and great sliding time from Turner stops Ancliffe from getting any further forward, but it is still an attacking throw-in from the penalty area. Thrown to Coupland, back it goes to Ajupi, and then looks to be a tackle, but then Ajupi keeps it, back it goes onto the right. Garforth building well, to Savage, who clips it into the box, and Townsend claims it. Cable was there, but Cable was offside, even if he had done. You know he's a proper striker because he's complained about offside even when he hasn't had the chance on goal. I think he's getting the complaints in early. Townsend now will send this ball long. From Morris, and he heads it on well, but that will be then collected by Emery, who sends it back to keeper. Not a great kick from Flatters, but Garforth managed to keep it despite some pressure from Morris. Not forward, Iggulden will look to read it, but headed above him, and good work from Cable. Cable knocks it down, gets control. Iggulden comes in the tackle, still Cable. Cable then takes a shot, and all his good work not gone well there because it's gone on wider than the 6-yard area. He done really well, Cable. Really done a good job getting past Iggulden. Even though Iggulden had 2 goes at him, but then I think he just maybe had the rush to the head after beating a man twice and went for the shot, and there was nothing right about that shot. "25 minutes gone in this game. It is 0-0. Back with Townsend now for the goal kick. Sending it long, looking for Morris again, but headed away by Emery. Back to Tinker, there it goes, and he will knock it long, looking for Grezlak, and though headed out by Viggers, still in play. But well won there by Deakin. Looks like Morris, 1-2, back to Grezlak. Looks like Morris getting intercepted, back to Grezlak. Grezlak takes to what is a curling shot in the end, but it's right at Flatters, and it was never really going to be too much trouble for him. Some good play from Stocksbridge, but I think he just likes someone in the middle to aim at. Back with Flatters now. Not long. Owen gets underneath it and heads it away, but headed right back by Coupland, and then knocked on by Barker, but then it's Owen who tackles, and it's O'Connor who carries it away and punts it forward, but no one's there for the knock forward. I think he was expecting Marshall wider, and Morris and O'Connor are having a bit of complaints at each other over that pass. Kind of fighting for the ball here, instead it's Lemon who knocks forward. Marshall turns, looks to try and beat a man here, trying to get around the outside of Savage, and Savage got a foot in, but Marshall's still fighting for it, and then he knocks it off Viggers, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. Really good work from Tommy Marshall today, but concern for Garforth because Harry Viggers is down here after that. So we are going to have to bridge break play because Harry Viggers will need some treatment. Works up a 1-0 down to Prescott Cables. Carberry the scorer. So Viggers is up, back, up. No treatment needed in the end. He's going to head to his spot on the far post. Here comes corner looking for the near post, and it's going to be headed right back out again by Sam Cable. So it'll be another corner. Most of the Stock's players moving in towards the 6-yard area now, looking for that far post. Owens unmarked, hits the post and it's cleared off the line. But still in the 6-yard area, Morris kicks it down, knocked in, and Marshall blocked on the line again. Appeals that it was over the line, and then it's wide, and indeed, Garforth survived just about. Applause from their fans, because that was some great last-ditch defending from Garforth. Elliot Owen completely unmarked, though. That is what the Garforth manager is complaining about, left completely alone. And there'll be another chance now from another corner. Turner on the far-hand side. Looking for that near post and headed away again, but it's just going to go back to Turner. He clips it in right-footed, looks for that far post. Greslak's there, but it's going to be claimed by Flatters. Iggleton was being wrestled a bit. Oh, the clearance from the keeper has gone back and Tinker to the shot, blocked, and then coming together between a couple of the players, and that was a crucial block, and Garforth knocked it long. It's on a bit chaotic at the moment. O'Connor is just going to rose-ed that one, I think, because no one knew what the hell was going on. 0-0 here at Garforth. But there's some chaos there where Stocksbridge were not able to profit. Tweddle puts across him, blocked on the back of O'Connor. Garforth fights for him, Phil Marshall's able to clear. Goes to Morris who chases it, gets a push in his back. Nothing is going to be given. But Greslak follows the ball as Viggers will give it back to the goalkeeper. To Flat as it goes. Gets spread out to the right-hand side. Stretches and misses. Deakin on it. Deakin onto forward, looking for Greslak. Goes to Morris. Morris takes the finish, and it's just wide. Garforth are raging at the moment because their defence is at 6s and 7s. Morris there got everything right about the finish, but the tiny little inches where it goes just wide of the far post. Stocksbridge have moved back on top at the moment. They will feel cursed that they are not on top. Garforth will feel lucky because their defence has turned chaotic in the last 5 minutes, but Stocksbridge have not made the most of it yet. And from the Garforth bench comes the universal symbol for calm it down, and that is probably the right decision if they can manage to do that, because right now it's just not working for them. Back with Flatters now, getting jeered by the travelling steel support. Not long, and then headed on by Cable. Will go out for a Stocksbridge throw. Back with Lemon now for this throw-in. From down the field, look for Marshall, but knocked away from him. Won by Deakin. O'Connor lays it off for Turner. Turner knocks over to the left-hand side where he's hoping Tinker's going to win that foot race. Tinker does win that foot race. Knocks it long first time. Headed away by Barkway and will go back into midfield. Not long blocked by Turner. Turner's looking to win it off of Dupey now. Dupey's been forced backwards and it's going to end up being a Garforth throw-in, but Ian Richards is happy with the work rate from his field side so far. 30 minutes gone, it is still 0-0, though Stocksbridge have been close on a couple of occasions recently. Here comes the big throw, forward and headed away, and then back to Garforth. Tries to switch it, but goes just back to Lemon, who will take a touch, and then just over for Marshall to chase, and Marshall will look to try and see if he can get beyond his man, but he has struggled to do so. Pass it back to O'Connor, look for Marshall again, back with Marshall, puts the cross in low, looking for Greslak. Greslak puts it into the middle, clearing it within the 6-yard area. Morris was waiting. Garforth do well to pass it away from their own penalty area. Iggleton wins it after the little push and then sends it down the line, but he didn't get that bit right. It's out for a Garforth throw. North Ferriby have taken the lead against Concert. Jack Walters the scorer. Back with Tweddle for the throw-in. Throw-in long. There's Turner, takes the chest, trying to knock it off the number 8 Coupland, and he does. It will be a throw-in. Will now. He's looking to launch that. Fainted on his original throw, and will do it again at the second time of asking. Marshall takes it down well, looking to get away, and he does really go well. Can he find Deakin? Deakin's in space, but instead Marshall went for himself. The deflection has gone to Deakin. Deakin turns, tries to fit it through, goes to Marshall, takes the touch, takes a shot, takes a deflection, goes wide. It's going to be a corner kick. It's the deflection that took it just wide there. Stocksbridge piling the pressure on the Garforth goal at the moment. Deakin will go to take this corner. We saw it cleared off the line last time from this corner. Elliot Owen hit the post. Can we get something just that bit better this time? Deakin, corner, look into that 6-yard area again. Head has come clumsy, it's in the 6-yard area, falls to ground and somehow Flatters is the man on it. It just needed one sticking out foot on that one, but Flatters somehow picks that up. Poor kick from him, goes right back to Owen. Owen carries it forward, lays it off for O'Connor, takes it on his right, and back it will go to Townsend. Townsend takes touch, spreads it out to Lemon. Lemon carries a touch and takes it forward and will knock it long, looking for Morris, and cleared away into the midfield, goes to Owen, who lays it short to O'Connor, but then passing a bit loose, but Turner's won it back from Savage, and Turner takes it forward, allows the ball to go to Tinkeroo, carries it forward, looking for Turner, but well intercepted. Tinker goes in for the tackle, but can't do so, and goes forward, but then Deakin's come back. Good defensive work from him, laid back to Owen, who short pass back to Deakin, who turns well, got some space to move into, will look for the runner Marshall on the right hand side. Viggers looks to be able to have done enough to get their way, but it will be a throw in a good position. It's all Stocksbridge at the moment. Chesterfield have equalised against Grimsby Town. Tom Naylor has scored. So back with Lemon now. Throws it to O'Connor, then back to Lemon, takes the touch. Onto the right, tries to put it into the box, but takes all the sting out of it, and Viggers will clear. Goes all the way forward now to Ancliffe, who gets tripped by Turner. Will be a free kick for Garforth, and they will breathe a sigh of relief, because that will relieve a lot of the pressure Stocksbridge have been putting on this Garforth defence. Right now with Emery to take. Free kick, about 10 yards in the Garforth half. He'll look to switch it over to the right wing. Takes a bounce in the box, and then Deakin's looking to win it. Does win it off Ancliffe, had to. Plays it away now, looking for Morris, but Savage will head away. And then back to Savage it goes, and forward to Barkway. He's going to have to give it back to Emery. Takes a touch now, will send it forward. Appeals for offside, not given. Iggledon will be the first one onto it, but the offside flag does go up. It will be Stockbridge's free kick, just as McTedder was going up to take the throw. So back with Townsend for this free kick from the offside. To Suoko saying listening on beach in Barbados, and as you can all laugh, it's raining. It's actually quite a nice day here in Garforth, just chilly. There's Garforth not the ball long, and just head beyond Iggledon, but then Owen's there to clear up. Goes forward, Savage can only head it backwards to Emery, who then knocks it long, but only to Turner, who puts it forward to Deakin. Takes his time, knocks it long, looking for Marshall. Marshall gets a touch, takes him further wide, though he won't have wanted that. He's been a bit penned in well here. Lemon's offered himself as an option in the box, but Marshall delayed. Sometimes Marshall does take a bit too long to make a decision when he's like this, and that's one of the flaws he needs to work on, but he does take on the outside, puts the ball in, blocked by Viggers. Will be a corner kick it's gone out for. So Deakin will go to take the corner, and his set pieces have caused problems already. Will this be the problem that leads to a goal? He has it in position, and O'Connor will drop back to Prayers on the counter attack. Here comes the corner. It's a poor one this time, and well caught by Flatters. Flatters sends it out quickly, looking for Ancliffe. Ancliffe turning well off Lemon, and Ancliffe goes down that left-hand side. Ancliffe puts it into the middle, finds Ajupi on the edge of the box. Big sliding challenge, stops Ajupi. It's Curtis Turner with that tackle. And now it's going to be cleared away by Grejlak. Will stay, going to go to the opposite half and before going out. Crucial tackle that from Curtis Turner. So ball on the right hand side now. Ajupi for a throw, and it goes back to him, and then Back it will go to Emery, who knocks it long and well hauled down in midfield, and then switched over to Tweddle. Lemon over to cover, but Tweddle will be able to take it some yards forward, and then around the looking to get around the outside, but now has to pass it in the middle to Barker. Barker out to the right, and then into the middle again to Ajupi, who Mike's drifted into the middle from his wing back position. Over to Savage, who's moved on to the right, and now to Tweddle, who's all the way here on the right hand side at the moment, as Garforth looks to cause an overload in this area. Barker has it, Barker will take the shot, it's blocked. Turner looks to be the first man onto it, gets a head onto it, and he will get the touch now onto it and slips it through to Grezlak, who big sign challenge stops him, and the ball carries on. I think everyone thought it might be a free kick, but it's not. Laid out for Antcliffe on the left. He looks to get the beating of Lemon, and Lemon covers that really well and goes out for a goal kick. That's just veteran defending from Jordan Lemon. Antcliffe has the pace on him, but Lemon knows how to use his body right to make sure Antcliffe can't use that pace. And it goes out for a goal kick. .39 minutes gone here, it's 0-0. Ball long from Townsend, looking for Grezlak, headed away. 04 goes to Fielding, heads it back, looking for Turner. And all the way back, it's a poor back pass from Turner, Keeble's in, great save Townsend! Goes back to Antcliffe, Tinker pushed off the ball, shot comes from Antcliffe, it's over the bar. Oh, Turner with an uncharacteristic mistake from him. It ended up being what was a great pass for Sam Cable. But obviously that's the Garforth player. Cable went in, but Townsend with his outstretched left foot stops Cable from scoring. It remains 0-0. Let off for the Steels. Back with Townsend. Looking to get it long. Goes long. Looking for Morris. Headed away. Eagledon will head it back. Looking for Morris, but knocked away by Cooper. Forgets it. Who tees up in the end for volleying it down. Eagledon heads it out. Looking for Turner, trying to get a touch onto it. Good tackle from the number 10. Barker stops Turner getting onto it. Tinker will keep it in as he knocks it long, and that just returns it back to Garforth. Maybe Stocksbridge could allow that to go out. Would have been their throw. O'Connor then misses out on just a loose header, and Garforth take forward. And it just seems like each team takes turns sharing spells of domination. But Welling from Marshall almost gets in there, but Coupland keeps it. Plays out to the left to Antcliffe. Antcliffe plays it back into the middle. Well intercepted by Owen, who then passes it out to Lemon. Lemon will carry it forward and then lays it off for Marshall, who will look to use his pace here on quite a soft pitch. Marshall knocks it forward. Grezlak, I don't think, realised that's what he was going to do, and that will be followed by Emery, who has to clear it out for a throw in the end because of Grezlak's pressure. So will be a throw in close to the corner flag. News from Belper Town. They have had a man sent off against Ossett. Louis Keenan the scorer, and that led to a penalty which Joe Crosby has scored. So that is Ossett United in the throwing taken here. We'll stop that. As Turner puts the ball in, Morris knocks it to the edge of the area, appeals for penalty, not given. Grezlak will chip it over, looking for Lemon, headed away though, and Morris is fighting for it. Morris wins it. Morris looks to get it down to Marshall, takes it out of the box. Being crowded by two players here, and he's not going to have much of a chance. It's going to go out for a goal kick. So yes, the news at Belper is that Ossett United, who are in the relegation zone, have taken the lead against top of the table Belper Town. Joe Crosby has scored from the spot, and Belper are down to 10 men. Sherwood Colliery have also taken the lead against Ashington. Carter Widdowson has scored. That is also a penalty kick. So back with Flatters. Now send it long. Owen will head it away and then headed on by Morris, but only for Barkway to head it forward. Now switched over to the right hand side by Barker, gets it over to Antcliffe, who's taking space on the right wing, finds Ajupi on the overlap. Ajupi puts the cross in, evades everyone, then Lemon will intercept and clears it away before the sign challenge goes in. There's going to be a stoppage here, and Going to see it. It's James Morris who's getting a booking here for dissent. Obviously, James, not sure what James Morris isn't happy about, but it was something. And he will get a booking. Harry Flatters, I think, is getting a bit of a taunting from the away fans and a few gestures towards him. But it looks like we're going to see a long throw from Garforth. Goes in, headed up into the air by Eagledon, and then Marshall will clear it away, and then headed right back by Viggers. Headed on, and then now to the left to Barker, who looks to move it on to his right, and he's evaded a couple of challenges, and now will clip it into the box. Well headed away, though, by Owen, but not Deacon didn't get onto that, wasn't quick enough, and Garforth keep the attack going. Have to second man to the defenders now, though. Back it goes to Emery, who will switch it over to the right-hand side, and then knocked on by Jupy, but no one's there for it, out for Stocksbridge throw. Now, James Morris booking being our first booking of the game. So Jack Tinker with the throw-in now. Launched it forward, headed on, but just back to Garforth, who clipped forward, blocked by their own man, and then they do get it away. Grezlak was putting some pressure on to try and make the most of that little error. Tweddle here looking to get past Lemon, does get past Lemon, into the middle it goes, and Lemon will need to get onto the right side because Cable's coming in from that left, and that's going to be Lemon's man. But now it is now onto the right to a Jupy, who tries to get the crossing blocked, and Deakin will clear. Headed back into the midfield though. Garforth will keep this pressure on. And now it's with Savage, but then on the right hand side, Stockbridge do get it back, and clearing out goes out to Grezlak, who is going to be put under immediate pressure and loses the ball, and back to Coupland it goes, deep in the half. Knocked over the top, looking for Antcliffe, headed on into the middle, but well read by Lemon, who clears it away. Morris then does well, chests it down well, good target man work from Morris. Now over to Grezlak, who carries it forward. Morris is calling for the run, but it's not a good pass, and Barkway will cover it and clear it away. Going to go out for a throw-in, quickly taken by Deakin out to Tinker. Stocksbridge will look to cause the pressure. Turner's got a lot of space to move into it. He's going to take the pass forward, and the little deflection could have helped him to realise it was going to happen, but in the end Emery just has to boot out throwing. We will have 1 minute of added time. So Tinker will have this throwing, so this could be our final few chances here. As Charlton have got one back against Rotherham United, Leyburn has scored for the Addicts. Hello Lee Room, going Come On Seals, our sponsor at Graphics, and thank you very much to Graphics for all the work they do in helping fund the club. As Garforth have got a tackle in, and Savage will carry it away, not forward here. Going to Cable, back into midfield, and over to Tweddle. Knocking it long, looking for Eagledon, who chests it down well, appeals for an ball, not long, and Morris is going to chase it down with Viggers covering. Viggers and Morris having a good old battle there for the ball. Viggers is going to go down under the white push, and he's going to get the free kick for that. But actually, no, the half-time, that might be the half-time sort of the free kick. It is 0-0 here. Both teams have had big chances. Stocksbridge have had an Elliot Owen header cleared off the line, and some chaos caused in that defence. James Morris' shot went just wide as well, whereas at the other end, Garforth should have had the lead room, and Jamie Barkway volleyed wide from within the 6-yard area, and then Sam Cable didn't make the most of a Curtis Turner error. It does remain 0-0 here at the Bannister Prentice Stadium. We'll see you in 15 minutes for the second half. Would you like a drink, Adam? Hello and welcome back to the Banished Apprentice Stadium for the second half of this game between Garforth Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels. It is still 0-0 here. But both teams had big chances. It could probably be 2-2 or 3-3 if we're being honest, but it does remain goalless for now, with the next goal being the most crucial of all. Both teams are out ready for this second half. No changes, it looks like. We haven't been given a name of the referee yet, I've just noticed. We will get underway shortly. Stocksbridge will have the kick-off. So, waiting for the final few checks from our referee. Alex O'Connor standing over the ball as well. And here we go for the second half of this game. So, Stocksbridge Park Steels in the claret and blue shirts. Claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from right to left, while Garforth are in the all-blue kit with a bit of yellow trim, kicking from left to right. The teams are as follows, no changes in the half. So Garforth Town have Harry Flatters in goal, then Rhinora Dupey, Max Tweddle, Harry Viggers, Jordan Emery, Jamie Bartway, Matt Savage, Dan Coupland, Sam Cable, Sam Barker and Matt Ancliffe. The bench is Dexter Ball, Jay Davis, Max Bauer, Steve Jeff and Charlie Marshall. For Stocksbridge Park Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggledon, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, James Morris, who is on a booking after being booked for dissent, Oliver Grosjak and Tommy Marshall. The bench is Jack Dolman, Elliot Murray, Ash Butterworth, Silas Vardelli-Collins and Dan Hernandez. Garforth just have pumped the ball forward and got it to Cable on the halfway line. Back it goes to Tweddle though, and then in the middle to Coupland, and he's been monitored by Marshall. It has to go back to Viggers. Morris up pressing, but into the middle to Emery. Nice little slip pop forward pass to Savage before it goes out to Barkway, and he can get it out now to Ijupi, who looks to get past Tinker, does do so, but Turner comes in with a block tackle and it goes out for a Garforth throw. Garforth starting with a bit of possession, and Barkway will take the throw rather than Ijupi, and Barkway is going to get told off for trying to take a few too many yards. Then throws it forward and finds his man really well, gets it to Ancliffe, and he switches it out really well to Tweddle. He's going to not face a brick wall of Marshall, though, and back into defence it goes, and here comes the chip pass into the box, blocked by Iggledon, goes forward to Deakin, who will take it under control on a cut-up Garforth pitch. They've done really well to get the pitch ready after the freeze we've had over the last couple of weeks, but has taken its effect on the pitch, or the water. That's the unwritten thing about frozen pitches. What happens when they unfreeze? They melt, and all that water goes into the pitch and makes it soft and easy to cut up and rip apart, as we are seeing with this Garforth pitch. Stocksbridge are through in the Garforth half on the left-hand side at the moment. In the Premier League, Crystal Palace have taken a 1-goal lead against West Ham. Jay Mateta has scored. Tinker has the throwing. Looking for Marshall, but comes off a Garforth man, and they are able to clear it. Stays in play, though Arwinlitz allows it to go out to play for it, goes out for a throw, and Tinker's taking it. Tinker wants it about 20 yards further than where it actually went out, so he's going to be told get back to the halfway line here. I think that's a fair enough thing from the ref. Launches it forward, headed on by Morris. Marshall can't get to it though. Emery will return it back to Flatters, with Marshall not too far away from it, and the clearance goes to O'Connor, who heads it forward. Marshall has to, Morris had to leave it, so Coupland had to go back, and Morris almost got it again on the slide tackle. It goes out for a throw-in. Morris had to leave it just because had been in an offside position. I think that clearance of Aloe Flutters did take a touch off Morris then, and it will go out be a throw-in to Garforth. Launch ball forward, and then Garforth lose the ball, goes to Tommy Marshall now, knocks forward, looks for Morris and can't win it. Emery just boots it into the side hoardings. Roman will come up to take, but there is a stoppage here. I think it's Matt Ancliffe, who's just dropped to his knees at the moment. Obviously got a problem with him, the forward who has been lively in the first half for Garforth and would be a big loss, but he is up properly now, so he'll be able to continue. Just obviously something was bothering him, but we've had a little break there, so we will continue. Ball goes forward now, looking for Morris. Morris puts it into the box, but collected by Emery, who just boots that one away. Ancliffe tried to keep it in, but it goes out for another Stocksbridge throw. So much I am noticing about Jordan Emery. If you put pressure on him, his clearances aren't often the best. He does seem to send it out for a throw in his own half. Launch it down, looking for Morris, who tries to turn his man. Puts it into the box. Good clearance from Barkway, but still in the area now. It's away. Turner will fight for it, but he'll get a push in the back from Viggers, and Garforth fans aren't happy about that one because it was a light touch from the defender, but enough for the referee to give the free kick. One of those where if you get the free kick for your side, you love it. If you concede it, you think it's the worst decision ever made. So it's with a free kick here that Deakin will take. Left foot across into the box, looking for Owen, but headed away. It could be a counter opportunity here, but there's going to be a stoppage because I believe one of the Garforth defenders has had a head injury. Everyone in that box was shouting about that, and I was saying there's no frustration you can see. It's easy to be frustrated sometimes. You think, oh, we could have been on the counter with Garforth down and potentially caused an attacking opportunity. It is Jamie Barkway who has had that knock.
Ticket numbers are blue 61 to 65. Blue 61 to 65.
Head injuries and the potential impact of them is more important than one counter attack.
Thanks everyone for your support.
In the Premier League, Fulham have taken the lead against Leicester City. Emile Smith-Rowe has scored. So we are just going to continue a treatment for Jamie Barkway here, and hopefully he will be able to continue. And the most important thing actually is that whatever treatment for if it is a concussion is done properly and monitored properly. Carlton Town have taken the lead against Pontefract Collieries. Liam Moran has scored. Jim Barkway is up again, and will obviously have to head off for a short while, but should be back pretty soonish. Looks like he's all right. No, it's no wobbling as he runs at least, and nothing from a long distance, which would worry you. Barnsley are losing. They're 2-0 down at Bristol Rovers. Well, those long Deakin intercepts, but it goes up in the air. Turner fights for it after the second header, gets it to Grejlak, back to Tink, who knocks it long, looking for Morris. Head away for it can get to him, and Grejlak got a touch to it, falls really well to O'Connor, who gets it forward to Tommy Marshall, maybe going a bit far wide than he'd have wanted it to. Picks it up, faces up with Tweddle. Back it goes to Turner, drills it into the middle, clearance, not enough power on that ball into the box. Lemon chests it out towards the right-hand side. Turner will pick up again, knocks it forward for someone to chase. It will be O'Connor, who knocks it back to Marshall, takes the touch. He's going to, he unfortunately slowed it down a bit, allowed Garforth to get some men back, gets it back now too, kind of looks for Turner. Turner picks up well on the right-hand side, puts it in the middle, key block. Back now for Lemon. Lemon takes the shot, it's blocked. Into the box it goes, bounces awkwardly, and Garforth able to get it away. O'Connor's trying to block a counter-attack. He clips the ankle, though, of his man. It will be a free kick. That was proper solid defending from Garforth, keeping really well in their shape, stopping any chance of a shot making it to Flatter's goal, never mind hitting the back of the net. Back with Flatters for this got for free kick now. Taking it towards the right-hand side, looking for a Juppie, but Tinker heads away, goes to Deakin. A Juppie has stayed down. I think he may have got a bit of a hand and face from Tinker, and we are going to get stoppage because of, again, it's a potential head injury. I think that one was more a hand to the face than anything that could cause some damage, but again, with a head injury, you do need to just take the benefit of the doubt on absolutely everything because it's just not worth it. So I think he's just needed a bit of time to gather himself, Rhino, who has been very lively on that right wing back roll. He's back to his feet and will be able to continue. The physio did not come onto the pitch, so he will not have to get on. And he will get some cheering on from his fans. Townsend will collect it on the edge of his area. Blocks it long. Not a great kick from Townsend, and it will be allowed to go out by Max Tweddle. Here on the left hand side, we're going to be allowed for Viggers to come over and take the throw in. Switch to the left-hand side centre back. Garforth are in this 3-4-3 formation. Ball goes forward and then, but Eagledon will clear. Big ball forward and headed right back by Garforth, and Turner will head it down to the ground, goes to Deacon, controls well, lays it off for Grezlak. Grezlak tried to get it beyond the man, but that pass was blocked and Garforth get possession back. Well won in midfield and by Garforth, gets it off to Ajupi, back up on his feet. Does well to evade Tinker there, puts it back in the middle. Grezlak fighting for it and not too physical. Goes off to Deakin, lets it forward, looking for Morris. Onside as Morris is on the left-hand side. He's got a fight to find Marshall here. Said Morris is going to take it as right, drills it near post, saved. You couldn't blame him for not trying to find Tommy Marshall. There's 3 defenders in between Morris and Marshall. The likelihood of pick out a pass that could find him would have been very difficult, but so he went for chop, but he went for the near post, and Harry Flatters had a very simple job dealing with that. Long ball forward from the goalkeeper. Owen heads it forward, and Deacon just pushes off his man, but still went to Matt Savage as it gets out now to Ajupi. Tinker winning the battle. Great battle there, and Tinker wins that one. Deacon into the middle to Turner, who clips it forward. Grezlak heads it into the middle. Morris hasn't read it well, and it's cleared away by Garforth. But then Cable only heads it back to Owen. Owen's been shepherded into a corner. He has to just knock it off Cable and get a Steele's throw. Did notice that Ian Richards was giving orders to Jack Dolman a few minutes ago, so we might be seeing him on shortly. Tinker throwing it forward into the middle, then knocked on, and then over to the left to Tweddle. Great sliding times from Lemon, but then it's bounced awkwardly. Goes forward, little pull back on Tweddle, not being given. Free shot goes in just wide. It's going to be a goal kick after the advantage was given, because Kurt Turner did pull back Tweddle initially when he had a good opportunity in goal. Got laid off to the left to Matt Ancliffe. Drills a shot across goal, goes just wide. It's a let-off for the Steels, but can I just say, we criticise referees a lot. The referee did a really good job at putting it on doing advantage to allow Garforth to have the opportunity on goal, which they came very close to taking. We can be nice to referees sometimes. We'll do it occasionally because it hopefully gives us some credit in the bank for when, when we criticise them a bit later. Ball goes long, header away from Garforth. Lemon can only knock it up into the air. Morris fights for it, but headed away again by Emery. Been strong in the air all day, Emery. We're winning the vast majority of his aerial battles with Morris. Took through to Ancliffe, little back heel, but Turner just with a great haul back, but he only gives it back away to Garforth. Switched out to Ajupi. Ajupi taking the touch, looking to get past Tinker. Back into the middle to Tweddle, but well in from Turner. Turner knocks it away, looking for Grezlak. Grezlak back looking for the right, but then Garforth win it back in a good position. Tweddle looking in the box, headed away by Eagledon. Tinker looking to win it, but then Grezlak carries it away, but then Garforth have it back. They'll allow it to go out for throwing it, and the referees actually the referee initially gave it it's going to be given as a Stocksbridge throw-in, and that's where we have to say quite quietly, I think the referee got that wrong. But we aren't going to complain too much. 314 people here today at the Bannister Prentice Stadium, so thank you very much everyone attending, and thank you very much to all of you listening at home today, or wherever you are, Barbados and all that. As Garforth head that one out to play, will be a Stocksbridge throw in the Garforth half. Tinker launches the ball forward, but doesn't make it very far, and it's going to be headed away and then knocked out by Grezlak in the end. Garforth's throw. Launch forward, well chested, intercepted by Turner, laid out to Marshall. Marshall turning, he's going to look to take it out wide. He's not got much help though, and he passes it back to Lemon in the end. Marshall peels off to the right, and Lemon finds him. Nice little pass. Marshall trying to get up to some speed here as he faces off with Tweddle, who's got the speed to match. Tweddle gets the tackle in, and he knocked it off Marshall as well. It's good work from Max Tweddle. Sheffield United are 2-0 up on Norwich City. Harrison Burrows has scored again from the spot this time, though. In the left-hand side, ball thrown here into the middle, and Marshall looks to win it, but Conley comes off him again. Will be another throw-in. 55 minutes gone in this game, remains 0-0. Waiting for this ball to be chucked downfield, and here it goes. And Garforth got a nice little header onto it. They've got it into the midfield now, over to the right side to Ajupi again. Takes a touch, looks to get beyond Grezlat, has to pass it back into the middle to Coupland, then back out to the right this time to Barkway, who drills past forward, took a deflection off Turner, and that's ball really nicely to O'Connor. O'Connor's launched forward, looking for Morris, and it's a well intercepted header, gets it forward to Coupland. His clearance is blocked a bit, O'Connor wins it and knocks it forward. No one's there for it though, and Emery just able to boot that one away. Owen's going to have to go for it, and it's actually been fell really nicely to Ancliffe. Ancliffe pulls it onto his left, takes a shot, deflected, but they'll go right at Townsend. Could have gone anywhere, but Matt Ancliffe continues to be one of the best attackers for Garforth today. Not a great kick from Townsend, gives it right back to Garforth in the end. Stocksbridge just need to settle down a bit, really, and they're letting Garforth have a lot of the possession at the moment. Out to left to Tweddle, into the middle, and back to Tweddle. Into defence it goes, two figures who knocks it long and goes on to Savage and Meth into the middle, and Stocksbridge are missing tackles at the moment. Forward to Cable, lovely pass to left, offside flag goes up. He's about half a yard off on that occasion, and the linesman's caught it. So we're back now for Townsend to take the free kick, and Stocksbridge will make an early substitution in this second half, as Oliver Grezlat will be coming off and Jack Dolman will come on.
Olivier Grezlat is replaced by number 12, Jack Dolman.
You can see what Ian Richards wants from that. He wants the pace of Jack Dolman on that left-hand side, perhaps to take advantage of some of the space that Reno Ajupi leaves when he goes forward, because he does like going forward, he likes drifting into the middle as well. Townsend sending it forward, headed up into the air, and multiple headers up into the air. Turner comes in a bit clumsily and gives away a free kick. Quickly taken, back to Emery. Dolman goes in with a press, but he's been a bit wrong-footed there, and Emery will take it forward. Over to the left-hand side. Marshall will try to marshal him out to play, but it can't do so. It's a really nice-looking ball for Ryan Ajupi. Ajupi just about kept it in. Looks to hit past Tinker. Tinker gets in and appeals for a penalty for a push from Tinker, not given. And now it's Deakin on the counter-attack. Deakin just maybe a bit too heavy on the touch, and now Garforth have the ball back. Marshall looks to win it in the defence, but now Garforth got it back. On the right wing, Cable finds Ajupi on the right-hand side, but Owen well in and clears it out. The play throwing Garforth. 63 minutes gone at the moment, still 0-0, but Garforth have been the better side in this second half. Back to Ajupi after the throw-in, but well won by Deakin. Turner will launch it forward, looking for Morris, trying to hold it up. He's been held by his defender. He can't really move away from him. Back to O'Connor, forward to Dolman. Dolman turns, got some space. He's got O'Connor to the left, but goes to Morris, and then Morris's pass was intercepted. Maybe the wrong decision by Jack Dolman. O'Connor was coming on his left, long ball forward, and then it's Cable who is looking to get past Owen. Owen misses that tackle. First shot in from Cable. It's wide of the near post. Owen won't be happy about getting wrong-footed initially there. It's gone a bit frantic now. Steele Luca DeFalco has scored for Pennington Church. He's put them 2-0 up. And Rotherham United are 4-1 up on Charlton Athletic. Malik Wilkes has scored. Long ball forward from Townsend, and then headed on well by Dolman, but only goes back to Garforth. Dolman's getting stuck in already as Deakin wins the ball in field. Goes back to Tinker, who knocks it long, looking for Morris, but headed away by Emery. Falls to Deakin, legs it go to O'Connor, back to Turner, over to Lemon, who will take it forward. Look, gets a good pass to Marshall. Marshall tries to get the ball into the box, blocked by Viggers, and it will be a throw-in. It's become quite an intense game at the moment. Quickly thrown back to Lemon, who's got some space, but he's going to just give it back now to Marshall. Marshall putting the cross in, loft one. Morris tries to get the near post, gets a touch onto it, but he's not able to steer it towards goal. It's out for a goal kick. So back with Flatters now, who has been relatively unchallenged so far. I believe the clock has, for whatever reason, stopped, by the way. It's not actually 55 minutes gone, it's actually 65. We will try and fix that, we don't know why. And Stocksbridge knock it forward here, looking for Marshall again. Marshall just about keeps him and knocks it off Viggers. That means it's a Stocksbridge throw. There we go, that should have fixed that. So Cock should be working in, so apologise for the technical issues there. Bit of new tech that we're using. In the middle here, Turner. Now to the right, and then to Lemon. Drill pass forward here to Dolman, who's looking to turn, but can't get away from the Garforth defence. Coupland with the tackle, and Garforth now clear it. Owen will just allow it to go past him, and then back to Townsend, but he's going to be put under immediate pressure. Sam Cable read what Owen was going to do. That could have been much worse than it was. Garforth do have the ball though. O'Connor gets it to Turner, forward to Morris. Morris back to Deakin. Deakin will carry it over to the left-hand side. O'Connor gets it. He wants Dolman a bit closer to him. Gives it forward to Morris, into the middle for Deakin. Deakin will now get it over to the right. Just a little lunging tackle from Tweddle gets it away, but it's still with Stocksbridge with Jordan Lemon. Tried to get it through, but Lemon gets it on the second time. Lemon puts the ball into the box. Dolman gets the header. It's off the bar. It's not gone in somehow. Almost. That's the second time Stocksbridge have rattled the woodwork and have it bounce off the line. Into the box. Deakin takes a shot. It's wide of the goal, and somehow that didn't go in initially. Jack Dolman so close then. Just header hitting the bar, bouncing downwards as well. I think for a second the entire ground thought that was in.
Substitution, number 12.
Got a Garforth sub coming on.
Number 7, Matt Savage.
As it's Dexter Ball coming on for Matt Savage. That substitution almost paid dividends then for Ian Richards with Jack Dolman. Got another substitute for Garforth actually.
9,
Max
Sam
Bauer's
Cable
coming on. He's coming on for Sam Cable.
15, Max Bauer.
Okay, well maybe just with him coming back recently, he's just not going to be given the entire game. So back now with Flatters. Barnsley do have one back against Bristol Rovers. Earl has scored. Long ball forward here. Headed on, but then Tinker's going to follow it. Tinker takes a touch and will send it more, looking for Morris, but headed away by Barkway. Deakin will head it back. Dolman challenges, but head away, but only for Deakin to head it back. Morris will challenge this time, but Barkway has got it. Lays it off to the left-hand side to Tweddle, who's knocked it over the top for Ancliffe. Chests it down, but it goes out of play for a Stocksbridge throw. So Lemon with the throw now. In place for the suspended Tom Charlesworth, who we have missed, and he's just waiting to get back into it because with the cancelled games, his suspension lasted a lot longer than it originally was meant to. He would have been back for today's game had every game happened as it was meant to. As the ball is not long, and Flatters will just go in his area and pick it up. Marshall wanted a free kick as he did clip into a Garforth player as he ran towards it, but yeah, that was never going to be given. Going to be very hard from Garforth. Ball's lost the ball to Turner, but then Turner's lost the ball to Barker. Gets it over to Tweddle on the left. Carrying it forward. O'Connor will cover. Back into the midfield to Dexter Ball. Pressed by Morris, and he's been forced further back here than he might have wanted to, and he has to get back to Emery, who will now switch it looking for Ajupi. Tinker will win the header forward, goes to Deakin. Dolman wants it, and there's going to be a long ball looking for Dolman. Very high up in the air, headed away from him into the middle to Coupland, who's got a bit of time, and nice little passing from him, and but it goes back into defence in the end. Ducks the ball on the ball at the moment. Over to the left. Through to the middle to Ancliffe. Going to go back in defence and then over to Tweddle, who will charge forward now. He's been given a bit of space to do it to. In little pass into the middle to Ancliffe, and then that pass to Deacon deflected off him, went to a good position for Garforth, but Stocksbridge have got it away. Now to Dolman, who holds off his man really well, and he's looking to try and get away, but he's got about 4 blue shirts around him. He didn't have any help, and Garforth come away with the ball. Ajuppi's coming down the right-hand side now. Dolman's back to help. Dolman trying not to foul. Advantage given. Ajuppi slipping the ball into the box. Eagledon will clear. Ball go forward, look for Morris, and straight away back now to Dolman, who clips it forward, look for Morris. Morris gets the first touch onto him, but then well read by Viggers, who will tackle and now gets the ball away. Nice little pass to get it away. Lovely play from Harry Viggers, who I have been very impressed with in this game. Other than that chaotic 10 minutes Garforth have, which Stocksbridge were not able to take advantage of. Ball goes forward with it. Forward to Barker, goes well forward, but then well in by Owen, who cleared it forward, but only back to Garforth. Stocksbridge getting periods of this where they tackle and then just clear it back to them. Ajuppi goes forward but tackled, and now Dolman has it. Dolman is going to send it long, looking for Marshall here, but it's going to be well read here by Viggers. Back it will go to Flatters, and Flatters sends it long for Owen, and Owen looks like it long, but then it's headed on by Barker, and Tinker just cleared the ball and it gone back to Barker. Barker's cross has almost got past Tinker, but Tinker uses body. Barker's won the ball back again in the box, but Owen's come back again. Owen gets it beyond Tinker, no one's there, so it will be a Garforth throw, but Sam Barker's hard work is getting rewarded there. Ball back to right, now to Ajuppi. Ajuppi puts the cross in, head away from Owen, and then back to Tinker, who will clear away, but only back to ball, but then won by Dolman, who's getting held a bit, but nothing's given. Dolman knocks it on, looking for Morris, and the offside flag is up. So Morris, who then does chip it over the keeper, wouldn't have gone in anyway, but it was a fairly clear offside, so it's fair enough. So the offside free kick is quickly taken, and then Garforth looking to get out that right hand side to Ajuppi, but that one is just going to be knocked a bit too. Actually, just going to. Is that going to be a goal kick or a cut? Going to be a goal kick actually. Could have been both actually. It looked like it was going to go out, but then with the pitch slowing that ball down quite a bit, it was just holding it up right perfectly for Reno Ajuppi. In the end, it goes out for a goal kick. Fulham are 2-0 up on Leicester. Traore is the latest scorer. Ball goes forward, headed away though by the number 5 Emery. Eagledon will send it away and up into the air. Morris will challenge for it. Ball can only head it backwards, and then Barkway heads it back to the goalkeeper. Takes his time with it, Flatters. He's not been pressed as he sends it long. Tinker will head it away. They head it right back. Look, Ajuppi has it. And Deacon looking tackled, it goes out of play. Will be a Stocksbridge throw. Some goals in the MPL East. It's 1-1 at Emily Bishop Auckland. Bishop Auckland took the lead through Gary Martin before Emily equalised 2 minutes later through Luke Parkin. Ossett United in the relegation zone are now 2-0 up on top of the table. Belper Town. Lewis Stevens has scored, and Carlton are now 2-0 up on Pontefract. Liam Moran has scored again. Turner wins that header, just out to play for a Garforth throw. 74 minutes gone. 0-0 here. Launch forward. It's going to be won there. Deacon trying to turn away from the ball, but he's got a few touches on it, but Garforth still come away with it. Ball now with it. Over to Coupland, who lays it off for Tweddle. Tweddle taking the touch and puts it in, blocked, and Turner will pick it up and gives it to Marshall. Marshall skips past ball, goes down the right wing here. Ball, Marshall continuing, slows it up now a bit. Look, waits for his reinforcements, and now Turner in the middle has it. Not a great touch from Turner, he has to get it back to Lemon. Now on the right, O'Connor. Way into the middle to Turner, who's got some space opened up for him. Turner onto the edge of the box on the right hand side, looks to find Marshall, instead it goes to O'Connor. Puts the cross in, look for Dolman, goes over everyone's head. Dolman will chase it and pick it up. back to Deakin, not in his path, but he does get it. Lays it off for Tinker. Tinker will take the touch and gets past one man, puts it in on his right. Morris though, heavy touch, and Garforth get away, and then Stocksbridge running back. Deakin will chip it into the box. Marshall's looking for it. Marshall gets the far post, offside flag is up, it won't count, and it's blocked, saved anyway. That one will have been a very narrow decision, but we'll let the linesman judge on that one. Brighouse have equalised against Grimsby Borough. Akil Francis has scored. Does mean this, with their scoreline, Pontefract actually dropping into the bottom four, which was not something that was on my radar. So ball is with Flatters the goal kick. Not long here. Headed away now. Tinker will take it, knocks it forward. Goes to Morris. Morris has got picked up in a deep space and he's driving forward with it. Well timed sliding challenge, gets it away, and this could turn into an attack. Ball's knocked forward here, but it's a poor ball forward here from Sam Barker. Goes out for a throw-in. .76 minutes gone. On to Deakin, turns well. And goes to Lemon, I think with the help of the head of Matt Ancliffe. Lemon knocks it long, but that's too long for anything really, and will go into the box for Flatters. Feels like there should be a goal in this game, but it is still 0-0. I don't know how there hasn't been a goal in this game, to be honest. Ball goes long. Owen heads away, goes to O'Connor, back to Lemon, who knocks it long. And it's just going to go out of play for a throw-in. So, Garforth with the throw. Goes forward, launching it forward. O'Connor knocks it forward and then big boot into the air. Going forward, goes to Turner, who knocks it into the middle, but then well won by Garforth and over to the left-hand side. And here comes Garforth coming forward. Good pass forward on that left wing, just needs the cross, well blocked cross though. And it's going to be a throw-in for Garforth as they put on the pressure themselves. So Garforth looking to get their goal finally. To go down the left-hand side of this throw-in, nice little inward play. Cross goes in towards the near post, well cleared by Iggulden. Goes all the way out and then switched by Barkway over to the right-hand side where there is quite a bit of space for Emery to pick a pass, and he will put it back over to the left wing. As they put it into the middle now, and Garforth, lots of movement as Tweddle comes forward and pick his option on the left here. Back into on the left-hand side, trying to make some space after it. Stock's got to tackle him, it will be a Garforth throw. Quickly taken. As Garforth look for space for a cross, Stocksbridge just not allowing it in the moment. Here comes the crossing, but that's blocked by Turner. It's going to matter who's going to be the first one onto it. It's going to be Jamie Barkway. And back into defence now for the impressive Harry Viggers. See, Dan Hernandez might be coming on for Stocksbridge soon. Different sort of speed than what Tommy Marsh provides, if that's going to be the sub. It's one you'd expect if he's going like for like. Into the middle, Barker, plenty of space for him. Going forward with it to Tweddle, and back to the left-hand side and back to Tweddle. Some 1-2 passing at the moment between him and Dexter Ball, and Ball's got it again, but well-timed tackle from Turner. Dolman picks it up. Dolman's opened up. Morris could be there, but Morris hasn't read that pass well, and he slowed his run down just as Dolman let go. Back in the defence now. That's where lack of match sharpness, I think, it plays a part. Ball going forward, looking for a Dupie. And now Tinker's going to get a shove from a Dupie, and a free kick will be given.
Stocksbridge Stocksbridge
Going to be a substitution. It's going to be Tommy Marshall heading off for Dan Hernandez.
Number 11, Thomas Marshall.
So that's some power and pace through the former Bridlington man.
Jay Davis replaces number 2.
Whereas Garforth are making 2 substitutions. Again, another double sub. Jay Davis, and just as Tommy Marshall comes off, here comes Charlie Marshall for Garforth.
Number 11, Matt Ankley, is replaced by 17, Charlie Marshall.
And if Tommy wasn't taking the mick of me earlier on, Charlie Marshall is his brother. And they didn't get to play against each other last time, and they won't get to play against each other now, thanks to the timing of these subs. Didn't get who was going off because I was having my laugh myself there, but we'll get that in a second. As Townsend takes this free kick forward, and it just goes out of play. Townsend's kicking over the last few weeks, I've got to say, it's not been up to scratch, really, and that's another example of it, unfortunately. And Garforth have the ball now. We'll send it forward. Owen heads it away to O'Connor, flicking it, looking for Tinker, but intercepted by Davis. But then Tinker has it back, drills it forward, intercepted, then goes back to Dolman. Dolman just can't get it under control properly, and that allowed Davis to come back. But then Dolman wins it back, bundles through one, goes to Morris. Hernandez is on his right. Morris is instead going to lay it off for O'Connor. O'Connor takes a shot. It's well wide in the end, and you think he should have taken the option with Dan Hernandez, who seemed to be in the better position. But it was a good attack. Stocksbridge, I think, sometimes are making the wrong decisions in key moments. Ball going forward, Turner will head it away. Hernandez flicks it on, but Morris didn't read it, and it's back in the defence, and will go back to the keeper. Morris went to charge the block, but instead Flatters moves it away, goes out of the box and sends it forward, and it will go out of play for a throw-in. It was the people off were Rhino Ajupi and Matt Ankley. Okay, that was the Jay Davis and Charlie Marshall substitutions. Headed forward, but headed right back. Turner headed forward again, but then big boot away, and that's just going to go out for another Stocksbridge throw, but deep in their own half. Gee, that is turning into a big shock scoreline, because at Belper, top of the table Belper, are now being beaten 3-0 by Ossett United, who will crawl out of the relegation zone with this result. Brilliant result for them. James Walshaw has done well with Ossett since becoming their manager, his first managerial job. As Stocksbridge being forced deep there, Hernandez tried to knock it on, but goes out for a throw. And actually, it's going to be a Stocksbridge throw. He got the touch off the Garforth man. So Lemon will take this throw in now. So we get closer and closer towards the end of the game. 83 minutes gone. Right now with Lemon for this throw in. He hasn't got an option really, so he's going to launch it downfield. Look for Hernandez, who takes it under control well, puts the cross in, takes a deflection, that cross, and it is going to be a corner kick. And I think this is the first corner of the second half for Stocksbridge, where they caused so many problems with them in the first. Ash Butterworth and Silas Valladolid Collins have come back to the bench. Maybe we'll see both of them shortly. Deakin with the corner. In swinger. Into the box. It's headed away and then cleared away by Garforth. They deal with that one well. Goes out for a throw-in though for Stocksbridge in a good position. Tinker will come over to take it. Stocksbridge are getting it into the 6-yard area, but Garforth, since the one that came off the line, reality toe in, they've dealt with it well. Thrown here to Deakin, back to Tinker. Takes a touch here towards Dolman, who looks to get it into the middle. Both will appeal for their ball, but it will go out for a goal kick. That's what the referee's decided. flatters. Goes forward, Owen heads it forward and flicked on Dot and tried to flick on, but Garforth have it back. Slice ball and then flung ball forward, ended up coming off at Sam Barker in the end. Now here comes some more substitutions.
Number 15, Ashley Butterworth, and number 16, Silas Collins, replaced number 9,
Butterworth, Silas Collins are coming on, with James Morris coming off, and I'm not sure who else is coming off.
And number 8, Alex O'Connor.
And Alex O'Connor, it's interesting. I'm not sure who will go into central midfield now, but interesting to see for the rest of this game. That's definitely Ian Richards going for it. That'll be Butterworth, of course, going into midfield. But Butterworth will want to cause some problems in the opposition box. He's underrated aerially, Ashley Butterworth. Don't think it's talked about that much. We haven't seen too much here because he mostly comes on in these cameo appearances in the last 15 minutes of games. In this case, the last 5 minutes of games. But he's on looking to be a hero. So is Silas Collins, who I've not seen too much of since he's moved from Claycross. Tinker will get the 1-2 down the left-hand side, cutting into the middle, gets it, moves on to his right, sends to Butterworth, who misses his touch, Butterworth, and then tries to have a little push of Tweddle, but Tweddle will carry on with it, knocks it long, but Lemon intercepts, only gives it back though to Garforth, who come forward. Charlie Marshall on the ball, looks to get past Lemon, gets past Lemon. Marshall will go forward and then into the middle, block, and I thought it was blocked by Hernandez, but then goes to Coupland. Here comes the ball into the middle. Coupland misses there to go. That's the number 10, and Garker misses. It's a great save from Townsend. A trailing foot of Townsend keeps it 0-0. Ian Richards shouts his orders as it was very almost Garforth taking the lead, and that's a poor ball into the box, and Townsend will get the goal kick. Ooh, what a let-off. Ian Richards is not happy, Ben Townsend's not happy, but at the very least it's still 0-0. Bristol Rovers look like they're going to get the win over Barnsley. Sotir Ryu has scored for the Gasheads. Consett have equalised against North Ferriby, and that should be tantalising to Stocksbridge, because with that result, if Stocksbridge do manage to get a winner in this, they would go back into the playoffs. So back to with Townsend now. Ball going long. Looking for Butterworth. Heads it on really well. South Valladolid heads it to Hernandez. Heads it forward looking for Valladolid Collins, but cleared away. Valladolid Collins are taking the centre forward role mode. Falls kindly to Dolman now. Dolman resists the shot. Lays it off to Turner. Turner into the corner. He's being crowded out. Gets pushed out. It's going to be a throw into Garforth. Stocksbridge wanted the free kick. Dolman's going to wish he was selfish there after that didn't work out. But Stocksbridge could pen them back in here. So back right now with Barker, he's going to try and launch this away, and he does. It's a good launch actually. Tinker heads it away though. Looks for Dorman, heads it forward to Valladolid Collins, who tries to head it back to Dorman, but big clearance away. Turner hooks it away well, but only goes back to Garforth, and it goes really out to Marshall, but well read tackle by Elliot Owen. He carries it over the halfway line, clips it forward. Valladolid Collins can't really get towards it. Hernandez was chasing towards as well. He got up to full speed, and that is a terrifying sight seeing him at full chat. Hernandez is one of the people, he takes a while to get to that speed. You'd beat him in a 60 metres, but you probably won't beat him in 100 metres. As Flatter slips as he clears it away, but he almost went to his man, but Deakin didn't intercept in the middle to Turner, who knocks it forward and then headed away. Butterworth chases it down well, appeals for a handball, not given, evades a slide challenge. Look off to the right to Dan Hernandez. It's a great ball from Butterworth. Hernandez putting the ball, look for the near post, cleared away before it can make it to Collins, and out for the throw-in. Out to the right here, stop. Lemon putting the ball in, looked dangerous, but headed away before it can get to Dolman. and then ball heads away, but only back to Turner. Turner taking the touch, it's a bit clumsy, but it gets back to Lemon, who clipping it into the box. Head away, and it falls kindly, though, to number 14, Jay Davis, who just hooks that one away. It's going to go out for a Stocksbridge throw on the halfway line. We are into 90 minutes. We don't know how much added time is going to be given, though. Tinker has a throw. We are waiting to see how much added time given in this game. Tinker, throw to Dorman, takes a touch into the middle to Butterworth, goes through a tackle, lays it off for Deakin. Deakin will take it horizontal at the moment. He has Lemon, that's an option, which he does take. Lemon on the right. Puts it into the middle to Hernandez, who gets it turned, looking for Turner, but finds Butterworth instead. Butterworth's tackled, but back to Hernandez. Tries to go through a few players, but tackled, and back to Butterworth, who is looking for some space. He's tackled, and then Garforth do get it away. Only 3 minutes at a time in this. 3 minutes for either team to get the winner. Both want it.
3 minutes of added time.
Flicked over to the right, looking for Jay Davis, but well read by Deakin, back defending. Not a great ball forward from Deakin. He ends up going out of play for a Garforth throw. The fans are cheering Garforth. They're trying to get it. Forward to Barker, who takes a good touch, puts it into the middle. With Dexter Ball. Forward, looking for Marshall, but he's tackled by Deakin, and Owen clears it. We'll be back in the defence, then clipped up into the air again. Eagledon will read it and heads it forward. Goes to Dolman, who takes it down well. Lays after Butterworth, who's going to get tackled here. Forward he goes, takes a shot from Jay Davis, but it's right at Townsend. The crowd were urging him on for that one. 91.5 minutes gone, 1.5 to go. Liverpool have scored in the 91st minute in the Premier League. Darwin Núñez, the goal scorer. He's got the ball forward. It's headed well to Dolman, who takes touch. Not a great touch from Dolman. He's going to lose the ball, but Garforth's clearance is not brilliant. Falls to Deakin, who will just shield it to go out for a Stocksbridge throw. Crystal Palace are 2-0 up on West Ham. Jay Mateta has scored his second from the spot. Ball goes forward to Butterworth. Back to Tinker, who lodged forward. Gets a bit of a clatter for his banking, but it will just be a Garforth throw-in. Launch ball forward. Tinker heads it into the middle, but it's just going to go back to Garforth, who might have an opportunity because they've got a great ball over to Tweddle on the left-hand side. Hernandez is back to defend. Forces it to go back to Coupland. Goes forward into the middle, and well, good pressure from Stocksbridge, but still Garforth on the ball. Lemon, good tackle in. And then Hernandez trying to hook his foot round it, and he's still trying to, and still so many players fighting for the ball, but Garforth are going to come away with it. It's good fighting. Tweddle on the ball now. Looks to get it in the left-hand side, and the offside flag is up, and that's going to stop that Garforth attack. On my clock, 15 seconds left. I'm surprised that only 3 minutes out of time, to be honest, but hey-ho. This is not a game that is played like a 0-0 draw, but it looks like that's what we're heading towards. And that's the Cleethorpes management team. They've decided they've seen enough. We will see them again on Tuesday night for Stocksbridge Park Steels versus Cleethorpes Town over at Linden Club. As the ball goes beyond here to Dolman, trying to win the ball, but looks like Garforth will come away with it there, trying to get it into the middle. And Garforth trying to come forward, but then well read by Owen. Gets away to Deakin. Deakin needs to just turn and clears one away. Pass it forward to Butterworth, into the middle to Tinker. Lays it off now to Turner. Turner will look for Hernandez on the right. And just as Stocksbridge look to get attack going, the full-time whistle will blow. That wasn't a 0-0 game. It was 0-0 in the result, but with the chances both teams had, this should have been a lot more for both sides. In the end, both keepers will be the only happy ones with their clean sheets. The attackers who missed a few chances will not be too happy. Hey, so most of those chances did come, though, in the first half. Thank you very much to everyone who has been listening today. It's very grateful to all of you listening. I've been Adam Allcroft, your commentator tonight. We will see you on Tuesday night away at Cleethorpes Town. We will see you then. Thank you very much and good night.